Peace. Talking this one. And I'm just, sitting here chilling, man. Just thinking about a couple different topics in which I wanna make this video on. But you know, most of the videos that I make outside of my Aborigine videos and the videos that I make, about just random news that I feel like I need to report about. Um, I talk about shit that I encounter by dealing with these numerous different ethnicities here in the United States. And the reason why I make the videos is because I just like I didn't know history at first. I first learned Black history. What I'm saying, about the great things that so-called melanated people did around the world. Then I started like thinking about what about my people here. And then I started reading books like When Rocks Cry Out to find out that it was possible that a lot of these biblical stories happened in this country, what we call United States or what we call North America. So my thing is this, right? Having a conversation with a, I don't even want to say what country the lady was from, but she just was bragging about a country, like, what I'm saying, like, saying how great her country is and how much she love her country. And this ain't the first time I heard this. I hear immigrants saying this shit all the time about how great their country is, right? So my thing is this. I asked her, so, my next question was, so what brings you here to the States? Oh, you know, money and schooling. As usual, you ask 90% of you ask 99.9% of these immigrants here in this country, you ask them what brings them here to the state, and they're going to tell you economics. They're going to tell you materialism, and I just sit here and think about this shit because I'm like, look, man, you know, I'm not gonna say our country is great. I'm gonna say my country because I'm the American. So you know what I'm saying. Dred Scott case 1854 said we would never become United States citizens, even though we are by default. But nonetheless, though, I just don't like the way people when they come here, they always talk about how great their country is. So if your country's so great, then fight and make it better and make it like this. So everybody in your country can benefit from it. Don't you just leave and then come here to the land of the fee home of the slave or the United Snakes of the United Snakes, period. I don't want to say of America, but you know, you got to understand. You come here, you benefit from capitalism, you benefit from white supremacy. And that's the next video I'm gonna make. How a lot of immigrants came here and they benefit from white supremacy. So let's talk about the ones who come here and always talk about their country, right? So, they swear up and down how great their country is. And then, you see a lot of these people, what I'm saying, and come here and they rocking their flags. They be flying their flags. Now, I don't have a problem with that because it's great to love where you from. But if you love where you from so much, why didn't you stay there? Why are you here bragging about your country in a whole nother land? You know how hypocritical that shit is? And a lot of these motherfucking immigrants are so hypocritical because they will ride around with their so-called country banners or their so-called country flag, and then at the same time they want to sit here and you see them at the movies all the time. They don't even practice none of their fucking cultural practices. They come here and I see a lot of motherfuckers. They come here and they dress just like these Europeans that they hang around. They want to wear polos and shit like that so they can fit in or whatever. So a lot of these people don't even know how this country was founded and the blood that this country has on its hands. So they come here and they think that they're not a part of that. But you here with the people who did it. So if you here with the people who took over this country, you're not here with the people who lost the country because y'all don't even know who the fucking Americans is. You understand? So obviously you come here to benefit from what white supremacy has to offer. White supremacy came here enslaved the so-called Aborigines. We ain't talking about no Native American. Native Americans are fake people. They are not the people who they documented, who they found here. Okay? So you see the Mongoloids, them people came from Siberia. Them people are not indigenous to this land. They came from Siberia. Okay? We talking about the real Aborigines that have been classified as African Americans. Okay? Now, you get a lot of people who come on my page and they challenge that because they don't know shit. You taught by the people who's hiding it. And then you come here like, oh, you come here like your information is so greater. You have done the entry level. You have done the entry level research on this country. The same thing what most people did. You read one book and you think that that is what really happened here in this land. It's not. That's not what happened here. But nonetheless, though, I see a lot of people when they come here, they always talk about how great their country is, and they always willing to fly their banners and fly their flags and everything. And like if you was to do that in another country and fly your American flag, those people might fucking lynch your ass. You understand? Because of what this country do around the world. But at the same time, you got all these different immigrants who come here and be so happy, and then they feel like they entitled to something. And that's the biggest thing that I really don't like, man. How a lot of immigrants come here, they be entitled to something. They be cursing you out and road, barely can speak English, cursing you out on road rage. You know what I'm saying? Or just like just acting like they entitled to something until you let them know that you're not an American, motherfucker. You left your country to come here. You left your country. You went out the weak way. You got people back in your country who still living the way they was living or living under the conditions of their country, and you took the easy way to come over here and get a cell phone, an iPad, and a fucking job for a corporation. And then you swear, oh, we made it. We in America now. This shit is just so fucking phony, man. And a lot of people they don't see it. They don't see it. I do. I see it every day. I see all these Indians. These Indians got a whole fucking set up city for themselves. Like how? How do you got a whole city for yourself? Like how you just want to take one part or just keep migrating in one part of the land or whatever? And then I just don't get it, man. This shit is just weird to me. You know, when I came up, wasn't all these fucking immigrants in this country or whatever though. But they here now. And the problem is they don't understand. Like you're here on behalf of the Europeans who took over this country. You're not here with the people who landed it. You here with the Europeans who took over this country. And then you didn't have these people, like I said, they don't even offer a hand. You know what I'm saying? They always come here, oh, in my country. Man, I don't want to hear about your fucking country. Okay? Matter of fact, you should go back there. And this job can go to somebody who's living on the street or who's doing bad. Because that's ultimately what happens. You got people in this country who don't even got fucking United States citizens, who got working visas and got great jobs over here. Now, like I said, I ain't gonna talk about the scientists and the doctors and the technicians and all that type of shit. We talking about the entry. We talking about post office jobs. You understand what I'm saying? Government jobs. Like, come on, man. Like, enough is enough, man. You know, but these same people come here and then thumb their nose at you when they talk about how great their country is, and you can't even see, like, yo, you freeloading motherfucker. You came here, you left your motherfucking country and left your family to come here and come to a country where these Europeans who set this government up came here, killed a lot of people and enslaved people, and you feel great about a new chance here in a land that has blood on it. You know, I wish that's like if they open the gates up and tell people they can come to Iraq or something. Like, yo, they gonna fix Iraq up, put houses and everything. Now you can go to Iraq. I wouldn't go to fucking Iraq because I know that I know that's not my land, and I know that the people who land it is, that shit belongs to them. It don't belong to me. I know that the people who setting this shit up is the people who went over there and decimated it. So I just wanted to touch on that, man. You know, if your country's so great, then why are you here? You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's gonna be the title, man. But look, man, Aboriginal Americans, man, you gotta look, man. We gotta go through these videos like this for us to understand. at least understand. I'm not saying that a lot of people can't be you can't befriend them, but look at them and understand the situation in which they put themselves in. You understand what I'm saying? And then the only reason why a lot of these people get the acceptance because we feel sorry for them. Like I said, you'll be on a job with somebody and prior to the boss treating them worse than they treat you, they was cool with him. They go, oh, this is a great guy. They was at the party dancing and doing all this other goofy shit while Joker's looking at him like, look at this clown. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, he over there clowning and goofing off to be close to these Europeans. And then when the Europeans shit on him, because that's how the Europeans is. You know what I'm saying? When you work for these motherfuckers, they will be your friend, but at the same time, they will curse you out, or they will say some shit like a word. They will curse you out intelligently. You understand? They will, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, these same people, then as soon as they shit on them, then they want to come over there by you, like, and then they act like, oh, they one of you. Like, motherfucker, you ain't one of me. You ain't go through none of the situations in which my people been through. My people still ain't got jobs to this day, but these immigrants come here and get jobs like it's nothing. And then all they say is, oh, black people don't want to get jobs because a lot of black men got criminal records. And you would think that after you go to prison, you will be able to get any job you want. Your criminal history should not. And really, to tell you the truth, under Title VII, the Civil Rights Act, or whatever, no employee is supposed to discriminate against you because of a criminal history. That still doesn't mean that you're able to do that. That don't have nothing to do with your work ethic. You understand what I'm saying? Well, at the same time, they know, and then they know when you put your status down on these applications as an African American, they already know, and that's how racist they is. We supposed to be getting jobs before any motherfucking body. And I know a lot of you people probably not gonna agree, but if I apply for the job, I should get the job over an immigrant, and that's as simple as it is. When you see the status of the person, but remember, African American is not a status. That means you 1702. And then another thing is we shouldn't even have to be going to these Europeans for jobs because we supposed to have our own things set up. We supposed to have our own businesses and shit set up. So what we don't need, we can employ our own people. You understand? But like I said, man, if your country's so great, then why did you leave? With that being said, I'm the Conscious one. I'm out. Peace.